Adonis is about a young bodybuilder in his quest to accomplish a goal of winning a contest.
It centers around a bodybuilder named Garrett, and it starts shortly a few weeks after he loses a contest, and you follow his preparation to the contest of the next year, which is the biggest bodybuilding competition of his life. It's a chance to go pro, it's a chance to get endorsements, and he comes from a very bad background.
People have this kind of childhood where their mother is abusive and they have nothing nice to say to their children about. Like, this is life.
So Garrett is essentially broken when this movie starts, since it's such a demanding and so much money and time has to be put into it. He starts selling himself online and goes to some very dark places that he's uncomfortable to do just in order to win. And you see what his dedication is in order to achieve it. But his life won't be complete until he can find his brother and reconnect with him, and they're estranged, as Garrett's straight and his brother Pierce is gay. He starts, really wanting to take responsibility for his life, and people are starting to help him. He can't do that without his brother, so he makes the effort to go see Pierce, and Pierce is a very broken character. Inevitably you find out why he is and why they're estranged and what really came between them.
Throughout this film, he's also chased and stalked by someone that doesn't have a grasp on reality and what's real and what's not, and what's normal and what's insane.
You get to see the lifestyle of a stalker who will portray himself as a normal guy, but as soon as he comes home, he's in a different world. He's in an infatuation world.
Many people are infatuated with images of body type, and Miles, who is a very disillusioned person who's very infatuated with bodybuilding, he will say or do anything on the side to make sure that Garrett's going to win his contest. When he discovers that Pierce exists and that there's two of them, his world just ignites.
It just adds suspense to Garrett's adventure throughout the entire film, and you will be at the edge of your seat because it's just unpredictable and shocking and extremely entertaining.
Adonis touches upon every type of, connotation of the word love.
There's love interests along the way. You have Garrett and Helen and their story, and then you have Jack and Pierce and their kind of interesting story.
This paternal love between, a mother and her sons. You have, this sibling love between two estranged brothers. You have, a friendship, this relationship, a love that you feel for a friend. You have this sadistic love that, the character of Miles feels towards, all these other characters. There's so many possibilities when you mention the word love that Adonis really captures every aspect of love. Through these different, emotions and these relationships come these ridiculous, insane events that, speak truth.
The movie may be called Adonis, but it's this unattainable Adonis that each of the characters are trying to get to. We all put on a persona wherever we are in our world.
Yeah, but you are not perfect.
When I heard that it was going to be a trailer, I thought, sweet. Never been to one of those before.
When I found out that it was going to be shot as a trailer, I feel so much better about it doing it this way because it's the right way. That's how it needs to be done. You don't want to do this kind of film, half-assed, if I'm allowed to say that.
I thought it was a really smart decision. Anybody that reads through this script knows full well to do it right is going to take a lot of money. And in order to really get the crux of the story across with the resources available, I think the choice of making the trailer was very smart.
It's original to me because, first of all, it hasn't been done before.
I don't remember ever being a story that's centered around bodybuilding, except for any pumping iron with Arnold.
There hasn't been an original script in a long time, and I think that bodybuilding is a beautiful tie and connection to the relationships, experiences, and events and situations that all these people go through.
Well, I hope people want to show an enthusiastic and enormous amount of support to this trailer.
I want people to love the movie. I want people to be like, you have to make this movie.
Us as a casting crew, we're gonna blow it up, obviously, because we believe in it, and our families and friends believe in it.
I was pieced into the screen, so I hope people had the same reaction I did and want to know how this feature film will turn out. Because if they say, I want to know what the feature film's going to look like, hopefully we'll be able to make the feature film.
Hopefully it creates a lot of buzz, because I would mind seeing the whole thing being played out up on the big screen.
And that people will be interested in it, and that people will be hungry for something that's a little different.